For years, Call of Duty was defined by gunplay, positioning, and game sense. But in 2019, a player from Halo arrived and changed everything. Anthony Shotzzy Cuevas Castro redefined the game by making movement a skill in itself and breaking every title that he played.
You can genuinely try to mimic every movement and it's impossible, which makes no sense.
This is the story of how Shotzzy became the movement king and won 3 world championships in the process. 2019 was a defining moment, not just for Call of Duty esports, but COD as a whole. With the conclusion of Black Ops 4, it was confirmed that competitive would switch to a franchised model, and the very first game that would be played in this new environment was Modern Warfare 2019. This was a landscape-shifting game, as it altered movement mechanics not just in a single way, but with 2 major shifts. The first mechanic was slide cancelling. This allowed players to cancel the slide animation, does what it says on the tin, making you a far harder target to hit. Due to Call of Duty's low tick rate on the servers, which is the number of times per second that information is relayed between the client side and the server side, this makes gunfights feel less consistent and much more prone to bugs. Essentially, it was possible to kill the opponent before they can even see or react to you. If that wasn't bad enough, Infinity Ward also introduced the tactical sprint mechanic. This gave players short bursts of speed every now and then, and you could even chain this mechanic with the slide cancel to fly across the map like never before, apart from the jetpack games. Little did Infinity Ward realise, these new movement systems would be devastating when mastered by the right player. Enter Shotzzy. Before the release of Modern Warfare, Shotzzy signed for the Dallas Empire, transitioning from Halo. Having won the World Championship in 2018 and showing glimpses of his ridiculous movement already in Black Ops 4, Shotzzy was prepared for a new challenge. But he was unproven in COD, and his teammate Hook even took a pay cut to bring him onto the team. Early on, his lack of experience was clear, as he posted some of the more lackluster stat lines in the entire league. One analyst did not hold back on his thoughts on a talk show.
Yeah, you know, a lot of times we go as a player boom or bust, and I think Shotzzy's a bust. I don't think he's ready for the CDL spotlight yet, and he probably won't be all the way until next year.
Well, Shotzzy did recently explain the real reason behind this challenging start.
The entire time going up to this event, playing with ATS, and then Clay was just like, "You're sprinting too much. Like, you gotta turn off ADS." I took it off. I felt so uncomfortable then.
But under immense pressure, Shotzzy did not crumble. He started to settle into a groove, as Empire were able to emerge victorious in their second home series event. But it was the transition to online play during the pandemic where any doubts about Shotzzy were forever erased. With each passing game, Shotzzy's mesmerising movement was on display. Many fans had never seen the like. But it was on his Twitch stream where the rookie properly demonstrated just how effective his playstyle was. Meanwhile, old school legends like Aches, Karma and Enable would announce their retirements this season. Karma in particular made it rather clear just how damaging the new movement system was in terms of a skill gap.
Like in this game, playing like Shotzzy or Hook, or anyone who slides, Illy, anybody who is good because they're XX, click X, click X, bro, see, I'm not playing, so it doesn't matter what I say, but this game is giving false hopes, man, false hopes. There's people who are winning who how?
It started to become rather clear the old school playstyle just wasn't going to cut it. Even Merc, former player, now caster, stressed just how much he would hate to have to play against Shotzzy every single day.
Listen, Clint, do I miss competing every now and then? Absolutely. Would I ever want to wake up one day and scrim against this or play against this? Absolutely not.
But it wasn't just the pro scene where the shift was occurring. In the middle of 2020, a brand new battle royale called Warzone was famously released. And eventually, players started to realise the real skill gap wasn't in aiming, but in the movement and how you timed your slide cancels effectively. Call of Duty was changing in front of our very eyes, and for Shotzzy, this would become the sign that things were only going to get better. In his first ever World Championship appearance, Shotzzy helped the Dallas Empire to claim victory, winning $300,000 from his bedroom. But with every new season comes a brand new game. This time it was Black Ops Cold War, another game with slide cancelling, so Shotzzy didn't have to slow down his performances one bit. In fact, he found ever different ways to blow everyone's minds. From breaking ankles to simply using his movement to stay alive, Shotzzy firmly established himself as one of the best players in the world. Back in the day, players like Jerd were well known in this domain, throwing a shoulder to throw off an enemy and breaking an ankle here or there. But Shotzzy took this in the modern day to new levels. Ultimately though, Empire failed to win a single tournament all year long, despite coming close, and a few members of the community may have started to doubt Shotzzy to a certain extent. Was all this movement really helping the team, or was it just a flash in the pan? But in the following season, Shotzzy put these doubts to bed. In the opening tournament of the year, now under the heading of the biggest organisation in COD, and of which he is now the face, helped Optic Texas go all the way, making play after play with his movement in hand.
Right now for Texas, a few players off spawn, but Shotzzy, it feels like he cannot miss!
Oh my.
He cannot miss! He cannot miss!
But it was more than just outplaying opponents. He showcased an unconventional glitch spot on Tuscan Search and Destroy, helping him to get the jump on Atlanta FaZe. Because for Shotzzy, this was about pushing the game to its absolute limit in a way only he could manage. And he showed no signs of slowing down as the season went on.
In terms of the way I approach it, my movement style is definitely, I'd probably just say, unique.
At the Major 3 qualifiers, he went on a kill streak against the LA Thieves, showing just how difficult he is to locate on the map.
I've noticed he's been taking almost the exact same route. Pick a different corner and fire, get a kill, run to a different corner, get a kill, jump in a window, and now slide in and get the help from pro.
But perhaps this also emphasised just how different the game had become since the golden era. Back then, movement speed was far slower, and most games did not have unlimited sprints. Fast forward to Vanguard, and you could slide around the map seamlessly, putting less emphasis on petty things like game sense or map control. Even Shotzzy's teammate Scump vented his frustrations as to how all this movement put extra strain on the player's hands.
I hate slide canceling personally. I'm getting older and it's so much stress on your hands. After 10 hours, like, it's hard on your hands. Back then it wasn't that bad. You could do 100 actions per minute of life, like maybe.
If you slide cancel someone hard enough and they can't even see you by the time they're dead, that's not really like skillful. That's more of the game being broken.
And in the following year, Shotzzy would be tested like never before. With the release of Modern Warfare 2, Infinity Ward removed slide cancelling from both multiplayer and also Warzone, giving mixed opinions from the fanbase. And while Shotzzy did try and find workarounds, it was clear that the slide cancel everyone knew was gone for good. But Shotzzy was the movement king, and he was still able to find different ways about playing his opponent. From abusing the new swimming mechanics to dolphin diving, it was simply never a dull day watching his perspective.
On the Shotzzy, it is now all on to him, trying to stay alive and snake for as long as possible. Does he have the gunfight? The cavalry has arrived. Texas are here.
But despite making 2 finals this year, Shotzzy and Optic failed to win a single major, leading fans again to question whether Shotzzy was really just a movement merchant. He even earns the nickname TikToksy for his knack of making flashy plays for TikTok and others, but not enough plays to actually win them the game. Shotzzy was not particularly a star player, leading to one notable flank co-host calling him out with every underperformance or even good performance.
I think he needs superstar stripped. He's not a superstar in my opinion.
Shotzzy?
Oh, that is so
But Shotzzy did not stay down for long as ever. At Major 3, he made countless plays to bring victory back to Optic, winning MVP in the process. This season proved it wasn't just about abusing movement mechanics, but Shotzzy's overall game as one of the smartest players and also one of the best individual aimers. And the World Championship reinforced this narrative even further.
But there is absolute madness, pandemonium, across invasion, and it's another round!
Shotzzy was now a 2-time world champion and for the first time a Champs MVP.
Shotzi's a way better team player. Shotzzy will make your job as a main AR so much easier.
With the announcement of Black Ops 6 having Omni movement, all signs pointed towards Shotzzy scaling ever new heights, and he wasted little time showcasing this new movement system on stream.
What the hell? What the hell?
These new gen games with like the Omni movement, it's really
up my timings. I just never know where people are gonna be anymore.
Many predicted yet more dominance for the reigning champions. How is it possible to lose with Shotzzy being this talented at this time of the game?
Within a day or so of the rumors of Pred being replaced on the roster, he has now been replaced without any public reason.
As teammate Pred from Optic was cut from the team, they would have a tough time rebuilding chemistry when he controversially returned, and as a result, they went on one of the worst runs in CDL history. Shotzzy had to strike a delicate balance between abusing the movement to its maximum potential and playing winning fundamental COD with his team. It's no use being a roster of individual talent if you cannot put it all together. The team took a chance on rookie Mercules for Major 4, and he finally helped this Optic core unlock their full potential again, winning the World Championship and Esports World Cup back-to-back in stunning fashion.
And they're spawning there too. Every single player here in Shotzzy to seal the deal. Final fight. Shotzy's there. Nasty dives. It's history in the making.
Shotzzy has now played professional Call of Duty for 6 seasons and has won 3 world titles in that time in what many consider to be the most competitive period Call of Duty has ever undergone.
I'm not gonna lie, I truly feel like I know the game better than literally anyone. Like I truly think that.
With Black Ops 7 on the horizon, we've already had a good taste of what this new wall bouncing mechanic looks like, a truly next level evolution of the Omni movement. Aches is not particularly happy about it. Is that because he fears the superstar going next level?
I'm kind of just at the point where like I'm fatigued by like the amount of just non-traditional games that Call of Duty has, and maybe that's their demographic now, but I still think there's a large majority of people. I mean, we saw it when the BO7 trailer came out.
Yeah.
Like the entire comment section was like, oh, I just pre-ordered Battlefield 6 because the game just had the traditional looking old school gameplay that people miss.
Pros are already getting a hang of these wild mechanics, and with Call of Duty looking like it's fully returning to advanced movement this year, is it possible that we have still not yet seen the best of Shotzzy? Thanks for watching our documentary on Shotzzy's career. If you'd like to see more, check out this one we put together on Shotzzy's coach Karma and his road to winning his 3 World Championship rings. Like if you enjoyed, and subscribe for more.